What's up, guys? It's time to rank all 5 DCEU movies, including the Justice League. So here we go. Alright guys, I just finished recording my review for the Justice League, and I thought, hey, since I'm sitting here, I might as well go ahead and rank all 5 of them. This is such a controversial series of movies. You have some people that hate them, you get some people that love them, you get some really problematic movies in the bunch, so I'm looking forward to digging into these. We're going to start off with the worst, and we're going to go to the best. And let's not waste any time. So we're going to start off with my number 5, which is going to be the Suicide Squad. Now, I don't hate the Suicide Squad as much as everybody does. I think it is so problematic, though. First off, the pacing of the movie, right away it feels like a bunch of music videos all mashed together. I don't know why they did that, but it's just really weird, it's jarring, and I didn't like it one bit. Also, the characters in the Suicide Squad, outside of the Joker and Harley Quinn and maybe Deadshot, I didn't give a crap about any of them. I thought the whole mission that they were on was completely pointless. It was just a really bad movie that you can throw on and be entertained by, but nothing else. You know, there's no depth to it whatsoever. And it had a horrible villain. Okay, this is gonna surprise you. Let's get controversial. My number 4 is gonna be Wonder Woman. I like Wonder Woman. It's a good movie. I'm not saying I don't like the movie. Gal Gadot is fantastic as Wonder Woman. I can't think of any other actress that would do the movie justice like she did. She was fantastic. She was what Christopher Reeve is to Superman. So I gotta give it that. But my biggest issue with this movie was I didn't care for the villains at all. I thought Ares looked like a video game character. I don't know, I thought a lot of the emotions felt forced. I did like the relationship between her and Steve, played by Chris Pine. I thought that was very real. It didn't feel forced. They really had great chemistry with each other. So like I said, it's not a bad movie. I thought it was only okay. Next up, number 3 is gonna be the Justice League. This movie for me is right down the middle. I actually have a blast with it, and at the same time, I'm annoyed as hell by it. Biggest thing is because it feels like it's completely chopped up. It feels like it's missing about another half hour. Also, Steppenwolf, could not really buy into him as a villain that much at all, just because, again, complete CGI fest. And for a movie with all these characters together, it felt smaller than Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. Those two movies felt epic. Justice League didn't, and Justice League should feel epic. I still had a good time with it, though, and I'll definitely watch it again. Okay, my number 2 is going to be Batman v Superman. This movie is in my top 10 favorite comic book films ever, along with Man of Steel, which obviously that's going to be my number 1. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Batman v Superman, I think, is so misunderstood. I think a lot of people judge it because of the theatrical version, which I actually liked too. But like Justice League, I thought that film did feel kind of choppy. But the ultimate cut is the gift that keeps on giving. Every time I watch it, it gets better and better and better. This film feels so epic, and more importantly, it feels like a movie all its own. I feel like you could watch Batman v Superman without watching any of the rest of the DCEU movies and be completely fine. It's just like the first Superman in my mind. I know people that have hated Batman v Superman, but after really giving the ultimate cut a good watch over and over, they've grown to like it, even love it. And then my number 1, of course, is Man of Steel. This is another one that was controversial too, because there's a lot of people that don't like this movie because they think this is a version of the character that's not hopeful, that's not happy, but that's exactly what he is. This is a young Superman when he first gets his powers, and he comes to this planet where nobody likes him. How would you feel? That's how he feels. He feels like he's alienated, he is isolated, and he reacts to that. And then all of a sudden this major threat in Zod and his henchmen, they come to Earth and they want to take it over and make it the new Krypton. So he has to save this planet of people that don't like him. So I get why Kal-El feels like he does in Man of Steel. But Man of Steel, the action is so good. I love that whole beginning on Krypton, how they showed his world. And I thought Russell Crowe was fantastic as Jor-El. Finally, they got a good Lois Lane. Since Margot Kidder, I think Amy Adams was fantastic as Lois Lane. And then the battle between Zod and Supes at the end is just so epic. When they're flying through Metropolis and, you know, they're knocking down skyscrapers and everything. And that's another thing that people constantly you know, criticized because all these people were dying and Superman wasn't saving these people. But he actually did save some people in the movie, but he was dealing with Zod at the time. So that's why he snapped Zod's neck at the end, because he was trying to save humanity. So that is my ranking for the DCEU, all 5 movies. Let me know your ranking below. I know there's so many different rankings for this series, but I think there's some solid movies in this grouping, and yeah, I'll still watch them from time to time. Anyway, guys, come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day, and on Fridays we do Free For All Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. If you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.